Hello fans of Marvel Heroes, welcome to my channel. My name is Wilfred and today let's talk about Ultron. If you like this sort of guide, do check out the link at the description of the video. There are more guides for you to watch. Now, Ultron is a really special hero because there's many build variety that you can pick from. You can gear him differently as well. So he can be a pure range hero if you just want a pure energy range, or can be a melee and range kind of hybrid, even on the physical energy, kind of like a damage output, type output. He can be a summoner, be as a range summoner or melee summoner as well. So there are many options for you out there. There are 9 specialization. Granted, you can't really have all the combination out there, but it's sufficient for you to have a lot of different ideas when you play him. I've already prestiged him a couple of times. I've tried out many different kind of build options, and this particular build is my favorite. Now I'm using a hybrid ranged summoner, and why do I do that? Because I always enjoy not just the gameplay part but also the gearing part, because I would like to gear both on the hybrid, also on the summoner as well. And I will talk a little bit about the gearing strategy in just a bit, but maybe for those who have already watched when to gear for summoner, kind of like the video for summoner gearing, then I hope you get appreciation that for him there's some kind of ratio you need to pay attention to. But all in all, he's a very rounded hero in the sense that even as a summoner, I've got quite a fair bit of damage coming from the hero himself. So just throwing you some number for you, 58% of the damage come from the Ultron kind of like tag power, non-summoner power. 25% is purely on summon, and 17% is commonly shared between the hero and the summoner as well. So it's a really nice, well-rounded kind of number. It's not just biased to one side. You can just gear brainlessly for one side. No, there's some thinking behind it. So that's why I really like it. And also, as a ranged, you tend to stay a little bit far away from the action. Harder content is really nice, and all these drones can distract and so on. So they are very functional as well, all these drones. So I would like to introduce this build for you, especially for harder content. I'll run through some numbers as well. It is not the inferior too much against the pure range as well. I know pure range probably has a slightly better kind of potential. I run through some number, but they are really side by side in the sense that, I mean, if you can have so many drones to distract and taunt and whatnot, I guess it's only fair that the DPS may dip a bit. But sometimes in the harder content, who cares? You win the content when you can survive through it, not just the best time and so on. So I'm going to show you a clip on the Cosmic Danger Room. Then I'm going to come back out and talk a little bit about the build and the gear and so on. Alright. So this is Ultron and the at Cosmic Danger Room, about 44 challenge rating. There's some kind of utility boost and whatnot, so you can take a look at that. So I'm going to just demonstrate how he plays like as a range hybrid as well as the summoner. So I'm not going to, let me see whether I can like fly over there. So I think I can. So I'm just going to take advantage of this. Like my movement power has share cooldown. So I'm just like this is summoner build. So everything just what's up around me. That's really mashing some buttons, and it's rather kind of like fun, I would say, in some of the harder content as a summoner, because you just stay back and try not to like do anything stupid. But all in all, it should be fine. I remember I don't have an invulnerable core on Ultron, but I think it should be okay. Should be okay, I hope. So okay, so that's the one done. Get some unique. And on to the next one. Oh, I don't have a pad yet. What should I do? Let me just grab a pad here. I can't quite recall where my pad is, so I'm just going to get one of the it's not optimized, but why not? Okay, so I'll get one of these pads. So next one I'm going to go is the one here, or there, up there. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff there, man. Okay, so see whether things we find out. You see, summoner is rather fun, man. It's just like going to somewhere rather safe, I would say. So the summon does die. Some of this harder content, the drones does die. So you have to resummon them again and again if need to. But another one died. Like 4 dead already. I got 4 dead robots. But yeah, it's fun. I like this build a lot. So do try it out. Let me know how it goes. And a very low maintenance. Another 2 died. But it's okay. They're dispensable. Dispensable. Alright, so now we go to the next one. And another 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. But I reckon I should just stay here maybe. So I have to make sure that I position myself nicely because my movement power has a cooldown to it, but this hero doesn't do a lot of like a movement. So this drone get stuck there. So you have to sometime take care of them. But I mean, just a little bit of a hotbar dancing in a kind of harder content because you have to keep summoning drones who has fallen. Other than that, should be quite okay. Try not to get hit by the environment. What is killing me? I do not know. I don't know what is killing me. So I try not to get a defeat there as well. I can't see what is hurting me really. And if someone knows, let me know. I totally cannot see what was hit. You know why my health was decreasing. Okay, so that is done. Rather uneventful. Just a little bit of scary moment. Trying to get hit by all these things. And let's go, robot. So I'm sending my robot there. No, it doesn't go there. Come on, robot. I think they can't find a path to it, so I'm just bring them a little bit out to outside. So I mean, these drones are not that smart. Sometimes they do have difficulty in finding where they should go. But I hope you get an idea of how summoner plays like. Some of you actually ask for some summoner that is not very high maintenance in terms of the resummoning and so on. I think by and large, Ultron should be rather relaxing as well, and it doesn't require a lot of maintenance of the drones. It's just that because like everything in this game right now, the danger rooms are a little bit overtuned. I think it's still overtuned. I think they want to make it challenging, but the experience is very different from other content. In other content, you do not need to resummon your drones so often. But as you can see, I mean, you do keep having to resummon the drones to progress. So I'm going to pick up some of this stuff here, and you'll get Juggernaut, not my favorite boss. Alright, so that is done. Let me see what's the next one. Maybe here? Okay, that's it. Oh, I'm fighting a multiple kind of front here. I try not to do anything stupid here. But, good thing is that the spirit consumption is so low here. I mean, the resource consumption. Because I'm a hybrid as well, hybrid is also always very, if you're geared correctly, hybrid is very, very easy to maintain a spirit, relatively easier depending on hero design, of course. Wow. Just get some globe here, and just get myself. Man, this falling debris is like a really annoying. I don't know. It's like such a huge kind of like a radius. Right, so I have to resummon a lot of drones. I don't know. I think if I look at no, don't hit me. If I review my footage, I would like to see how many drones is dead, kind of like in this kind of environment. I ate it like a man. Right? Okay, good. So I think it should be done. Now let me just loot this guy and continue to the next level. Next map. Handmaster. Oh, this is not that easy as well. Well, let's see how it goes. Cosmic Danger Room, and I have 5 life. I hope I don't need to use all 5. But sometimes you never know. I mean, it's one of those things that if you are kind of like, just after a long day at work and you just keep making some mistake, and you may lose some life. Like now, it's getting a bit dicey. And no, get out. So that was 1 life. Couldn't get out. Yeah, okay, done. 1 life is gone. And sometimes I can't target, right? I keep moving. I didn't want to move there. And yeah. So I try to get to some places to, oh come on, I don't want to move, man. This game, the targeting is so hard sometimes. It's like I don't want to take extra damage. You just keep moving to the wrong places. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I need to like, yeah. It just take a while, but I'll get there. Trust me. Ah, Deadpool, man, love you. Alright, just steady, keep your rotation, keep your drones on, and make sure that resummoning. I think I resummoned a lot of drones today. Wow, this place is crazy, just crazy. Alright, so that is done. What else do I need to go? Where else? The one on this side would be via here. So 1 life lost, man. I'm a little bit concerned. And also this map is kind of hard as well, I think. Alright, so this place is kind of hard as well. Wow, this is what should I do, man? No, I don't want to move. It keep moving. It's a little bit annoying, huh? Come on, man. Let's hit this mini boss. Master Shinobu. A lot of drones. Do something, drones. So yeah, I mean, it's quite fun to observe what the drone does, by the way. Sometimes it kind of gives you some inspiration, as in like a hitbox and so on. Is it optimal or not? Are those drones hitting something, or they're all stuck trying to go around the circle on the boss and stuff like that? I mean, these drones are not that smart sometimes. So I have to hold my shift key playing this game, playing this particular one, by the way. All right, because it just keep moving around. Can't really target anything in this game. Alright, so that's done, and the also another drone is dead. So let me just open up this guy here, because that gives me more med kit. No, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. Stop giving me junks! Alright, so that is done. And the one more up there, so I'm just going to fly over there. Where's my Deadpool, really? Come on, Deadpool. Alright, so this is the one, and the so I should direct all my drones to there. Another drone dead. Come on, man. Let me summon my drones. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other two ninja just like it's not attacking me, which is good. Yeah, just mashing a button here. A lot of drones doing stuff. I hope they all. You see, some drones are not hitting it. You can observe, so it's not really that fantastic in a sense. Well, I've got like achievement there. Let me just loot something first, man. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Anything good? Another junks. I've got achievement though, by the way. So okay, now it's boss time. Let me just get a little bit serious here. What am I playing against? Oh man, Mr. High is hard. Okay, Mr. High tends to one-shot a lot of things. It's a little bit easier if you are range kind of thing, but wow. Just a bit concentration here, if you don't mind me not talking too much. Oh man, why am I doing this? Ultimate! So this is the part where I have like ultimate here. And the let me summon more drones, man. Where are my drones, seriously? That maybe? Okay, Deadpool, thank you. That should save me some I hope the drones are doing something, man. I have to like, my heart is beating really hard right now because it's a lot of one shot everything. So one drone die is fine. Come on, signature. All right, done. Okay, so 1 life gone, but I think it still counts as a win because I've got yeah, got it sorted. So I hope you have an idea of how you know, range hybrid summoner Ultron plays like. It's actually rather relaxing in harder content. I can't rely them a lot to, you know, to do that. And I should have 2 chests. Remember, take one the other side as well. They like to hide some chest somewhere else. They can't really see. I would like to show you what kind of loot do I have. Just this one. So nothing much here to shout about. And also nothing much here to shout about. It's just another day in the danger room. Kind of disappointment here and there. But yep, that's all. So I'm going to head back out and talk a little bit more about the build and so on. Alright. Welcome back. I hope you have enjoyed what you've seen in the Cosmic Danger Room. Probably agree with me that Summoner range is one of the more relaxing when it comes to harder content, and so I hope you enjoy this build as well. Now, so as a summoner, a ranged summoner by the way, so I've got a couple of points being spread out across different and also hybrid as well. So I'm going to go through it one by one with you. Let's start with the Unstoppable Ultron first. As a summoner, I think you have to get a close combat blade drone because it's one of the best potential out there. So you put 20 points here. Now I understand that if you happen to put 20 points on another drones, maybe perhaps a range kind of drones, you probably would get the better output from the drones themselves, because 50% of the you can increase the drone power for up to 50% additionally to it. But I've also run through a number and realized that the heroes actually does quite a fair bit of damage as well. And for gearing strategy, I'm not neglecting the hero side of it. So I decided not to put it to 20 based on the observation that my heroes still deal quite a fair bit of damage. I mean, just another, throwing the number out a little bit. So if you look at what the hero tags are having in common with the summon ally damage, you're talking about 58% plus another 17%, which is close to 75% coming from heroes. So I wouldn't really put all my eggs into one basket, which is summoner side. I think this is rather nice, just because I don't use this anyway, But as you can see, sometimes if you want to have 2 set of drones, can you do that? I guess you could, because sometimes if you only have one target, the drones tend to just crowd around. You can't really hit the target in a sense. So a bit of range, a bit of a close combat could be good in a sense to keep the uptime. But from my experience, because majority of time I've got a lot of mobs out there, so my drones are more than happy to just spread around and do their thing. So I rather have this one as my highest DPS output. Now whether I need to have the full on this one or not, because I'm not doing a melee kind of summoner. If I were to play a melee summoner, I will max this one to give me a lot more defense and deflect, because that makes more sense as a melee. As a range though, I mean, as you can see, rarely I'll get hit anyway if I pay more attention to the room affixes, the falling ceiling or whatnot. So I don't really need to have all these things. I could actually have a better DPS output, alright? And the signature is very nice. It's a signature range area, so max that kind. And for this one, all these damage are very good. Crit and brutal will go into the summon as well. Damage rating doesn't, but like I said, buffing the heroes is important. So I max this one. I also would like to introduce this one to you as well, because it gives you an extra thing to play around. Otherwise, it's a little bit boring. This is this power is alright. It's not really a very very huge kind of explosion, but it's something to click around as well. The other 2 options are just I mean I don't really need that kind of bandwidth 40%. I rather have the have this one, another button here to play around. Just my personal choice. All right. So and it has more drones, even more drones that you have here. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drones. Then when this one come on board, right? So that's another 2, 3 more. I have 9 drones there. Summoner, yes. So yeah, that's what my choice would be. Just a bit more distraction. Now on the range side, this would be the main spender, but don't worry about the spirit. You see it in my video, it's no problem with that. So I would suggest you max out the precise beams. This one would be a very good power for ranged build. So in the event whereby I say, look, Wilfred, I don't really like summoners, what you can do is that you can drop this guy and use this guy, and then use this one to buff this by 400%. So this become very, very nice, and I would say this one would then equate to all the summons that you have there. So yeah, I mean, that's one option for you to go for if you do not want to play a summoner build. All right. Then you have this guy, which is a cooldown on the range. You've seen the whole kind of beam that go on, and this operation and Annihilate is also good because it applies vulnerability. Just be aware that the range is a little bit short as well. I mean, if the range is around this size, all right. So do pay attention. It doesn't hit everything on the screen, but hit for range of it. All right. So that's one, and this one is very, very nice as well because it will direct the drones as well. But although sometimes I don't really see them really in action. When I use this one, my drones doesn't really go in. I don't know why, but could be a bug, could be just one of those things, cannot find a path to there. But it is a good thing here. And do I need any of this? Now I would say no, because I would like to summon, because if I activate any of these guys, I'll use up bandwidth. I only have 100% bandwidth. By using this one, I already use up 40%, so I only have 60% left, and that will give me the 6 drones that are summoned. So that is more for a range build. Now, why do I pick this one? Operation Crush is because of the first of all, it's range. Another one is that because it's a physical. So to me, it's very nice because I can proc both physical and energy, and it gives me a lot of variety when it comes to the gearing option. All right, and as for the Omega system, just I've got another video on the Omega system, so I do not want to repeat that kind of thing for every hero kind of guys moving forward. So I'll just throw some ideas off you, is that pick those that will buff your summon ally damage. Also pick those that buff by the percentage, like the increase the crit or increase the damage by percentage of the summon. Those are really good notes. But do you need the summon health? I don't think so. Summon health are rather expensive. So after that, you try to get things that are the stats that are shared between both the summoner and the hero as well. Like intelligence is good as well, because intelligence means summon ally damage buff as well as the crit and crit side of it. So do that. Last but not the least, pick things like plus fighting, also good because it does have the brutal component that will help the pet as well, and so on and so forth. There are some nooks that will proc the between the energy and physical. Those are good nooks as well. Same as hero synergy, pick those like crit, and pick those like brutal, pick those like physical crit, energy crit, and anything with summon ally damage, just pick those. Alright, so those are more for the build as well as Omega and synergy. Now, as for the gear wise, like I mentioned before in my video on Ultron, summoner kind of mathematics behind it, the ratio is about 2.56. That is a ratio. So when you see a summon ally damage percentage divided by 2.56, that at least for my Ultron, and it give me the equivalent for the hero damage, see whether I can beat that or not. So whatever gear you have, if you only have one side of it, then you have to make that decision. And another thing you need to remember is that 25% of your Ultron output, at least for my build, would be purely on summon. So if you have any things like crit damage rating, anything like damage rating, you have to take a discount of 25%, because 25% of your power, like the summons and one of these kind of detonation drones, will not be benefiting from those tagging, hero tagging. So just bear in mind. It doesn't mean that you have to totally go for the summoner, because the summon side of it, because as I told you, the summon is only another kind of 42% of the tags are summoned. So do bear in mind when you make those decisions. All right. So now artifacts wise, I have a video on the best artifact guide, but just run you through some of these decisions I have made. This is nice because artifacts like this are great because it buffs both the hero as well as the summons as well. So do you need a max out on the health? You don't need, but you try to get a very nice like damage rating as well as the summon ally damage. I think those are very rather nice. You know, this one is great for summoners, but also great for the heroes as well, because high health as well as brutal strike, that would be both the hero and the pets as well. So these are very nice. Why do I pick this one? Well, I mean, the reason why is that it gives me the crit and to my range attack. Those are nice. But I mean, you know, I want to buff a bit on the hero side as well. So that is my thinking behind it. But I think if you have another better artifact that can buff both the heroes and the and the pet, I mean, those are fine. I mean, even Gem of the Curse, the crit and the brutal does go in the pet as well. All right. Same for this guy. You know, I do not know why I did not reroll this. I totally should have rerolled this. It's like I'm shocked by my own mistake here. But I mean, do reroll this one and you get a nice crit and brutal onto the pet as well. So I will definitely reroll this after the video. Right. Why do I need this one? Now, the reason why is that sometimes my relax decision is a little bit odd. I went to test center. I think you watched some of my pre-order, don't bother on Ultron. It was rather rough, rather tough. And I felt that Ultron back then was quite fragile, so I needed some kind of health return. But if not, then you could go for things like the summon ally damage as well. That's not bad. But there's nothing wrong with this one as well. I mean, anything with health return and make your hero stronger is good because it keeps your hero alive. All right. Rune words wise, I would say, because I'm a hybrid kind of hero, so I would go for the hybrid side of it. The roll for this one is rather terrible, but you could get a better job. I think the top one you can get 1777 crit damage rating. It helped the hero for quite a fair bit. But I mean, this is one of those that I've decided to and also I do not have any spirit issue with this one. But feel free to explore on other things, like if you so decided to do a pure range, then there are actual range options as well. Or if you want to put it on summoner as well, that is pretty nice. Use a formula 2.56. Trade-off between the hero and pet, but do take a balanced approach though, because of the split that I mentioned to you. You can't really do on one side and totally neglect on the other side. All right. This one also, I totally aware that for the very nice crit damage rating, I need to take a 25% discount because those will not go into that. But at least I will take something that is for the crit hit rating. Another option, of course, you can go for Man Ape as well. Man Ape have nice stat for both the hero and the pet, I think. Okay, so I've done the video on the legendary. If you like to have flexibility like me, all right. So what do I mean? Today I want to play the range summoner. Tomorrow I may want to do a melee summoner or non-summoner as well. I want to do a pure range, with a hybrid. I can. So I'm choosing a legendary, not necessarily the best for this build, but the best for my playstyle to be flexible. All right. Now, I've gone through a number. If you want to invest on a grade 80 legendary for this particular build, would be the Trident, because it's totally OP of 100% summon ally damage. How to beat that even with all the trade-off? But if you want to go for grade 70, I say go for this one, Power Cosmic, for this particular build, because grade 70 Trident probably would not beat it at all. Right? So that's something to think about. And I mean, I'm not really thinking too hard about what other summoner gear should I be using, because although he is a summoner, but to me, I ran through a number. A lot of my damage come from a hero as well. So when I gear, I think both sides of the story. Now, for the core wise, I would strongly recommend you to do crit hit, because this is the only stat that's shared between the pet and the hero. And it's great as well, because using a Power Cosmic, by the way, one disadvantage is a low crit. Everyone knows. I hybrid hero always struggle with the crits. You have to find your crit somewhere else. So why not this one? So it's great stuff. So this one again is one of those things I have. I need to pick a stat that can share between the pet and the hero, and this is one of those that I could get. But if you get those like a crit hit rating, brutal strike rating, those are perfect, because both the hero and the pets are fine with that. As for the pet one, you can get one of those like +3 fighting, or you can get those that are from the summoner point of view. You want to buff a summoner, those are fine too. All right. So I think in closing, I hope you enjoy what you've seen. I'm very satisfied with the whole Ultron design. I enjoy Ultron a lot. I can count on him for the harder content, and the and in any given day, if I want to change my mind onto the hero build itself, I can actually swap the power around, really nicely. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Do let me know in the comment box below if you like Ultron or not, what kind of build you're liking, and yeah, I'll see you soon. And do check out the link at the description below. There are more guys for you to watch. Goodbye.